Hey guys, I'm Philambi, and today I want to talk to you about a personality profiling test that I've been looking into recently. So it's called the Standout assessment. It's by Marcus Buckingham. He wrote a few books about it. The book that I'm getting, some of the information from is the Standout 2.0. I also took the Standout 2.0 assessment. The reason why I wanted to go ahead and take it is because, well, for one, who doesn't like learning about what they're good at, right? And just having it reinforced in you, it gives you confidence. And second of all, I really just love learning about these personality theories. It's always been a hobby of mine, just something that I've kept up with throughout the years. You can see some of my older videos. I talk about socionics, Myers-Briggs, and I'm just moving on to a different theory. So essentially how the Standout assessment works is there are 9 different types. Let me go ahead and pull that up. 9 different types. All right. So, the 9 different types, 9 strength roles are advisor, connector, creator, equalizer, influencer, pioneer, provider, stimulator, and teacher. So currently I'm a marketing director at an insurance company. So what I thought was really interesting about this test is when it gave me the top 2, and you can try to figure out what it might be right now. Try and guess. When it gave me the top 2, it also said on the bottom, some careers I would be good at, and marketing, lo and behold, was one of them. So let's go ahead and talk about the strengths that I had. So the 2 top strengths that it gave me were connector and creator. And I have to say that just hearing the names, connector and creator, that makes sense, but I didn't expect connector to be my top strength, because I always thought of myself as a creative person. But after reading the report, it makes a lot of sense why they put me in that category. So, having the connector and the artist, the connector and the creator together, they say it's a stimulus. I'm a stimulus for new ways of thinking. And that is very true of me. I take very random things and put them together to come up with a solution for a problem. So it says, you create chains of ideas for everyone to work with. Your constant flow of new ideas serves you particularly well on a small team working separately from the organization, investigating new ways of thinking and drawing in new perspectives. Although you generate ideas abundantly, for you, ideas aren't things to be contemplated in isolation. That's true, because I always like to bounce my ideas off of people and brainstorm. Your ideas are not polished gems to put on a shelf. Their purpose is to be practically applied to influence people and to generate new, better ideas. For this reason, although you cherish your thinking time, you also strive on brainstorming sessions think tanks, expert panels, anything to pull people together and let concepts and theories collide and create new understanding. Wherever you are, you will be an excellent stimulus for new ways of thinking. So at my job, my manager, he came up to me last week, and he said, you know those crazy ideas that you come up with? I said, yeah. He's like, we need you to do that right now. And I'm like, okay, let me try to find something. So even though I couldn't come up with something that day, I came up with this, new niche market that we could go into for a specific insurance product that we have. So, it's just like no one would have ever thought about going into what I was thinking about, which was targeting life coaches with professional liability. No one would have ever thought about doing that, but here I am with my weird out there ideas of things that might just work. So that's what I come up with. I love just taking on really difficult challenges and, just putting out ideas on how to solve them continually. All right, so moving on. Okay, so this was interesting. In the report that they give us, sorry, I'm not going off the book like I originally planned, but in the report that they gave us for the assessment, it's 9, they rank the 9 different roles, and they put connector as first, creator as second, provider as third, influencer as fourth, advisor as fifth, teacher as 6, pioneer at 7, stimulator at 8, and equalizer at 9. Okay, so they say that the connector role is really about taking this whole world of relationships and saying, like, who can I connect what with what? One thing about the assessment is it was really people-focused, and even though I do connect people with people, it's not necessarily my forte. I feel like when I'm the connector, I'm more with idea to idea, or just information to a problem, new information to a problem. So I do think that, working as a team, is one of the best ways to come together for a problem. I've noticed that about myself. I really do well when I work on a team. And how it talks about, it says your mantra is 1 and 1 makes 3, or 30, or 300. On your most optimistic days, you see almost no limit to what people with different strengths and perspectives can create together. So I think that really solidifies why I felt this way for a while, that I need to work on a team and work with other people and have other people's input and other people's strengths involved. You are a naturally inquisitive person, always asking questions about each person's background, experience, and skills. I do this all the time, and I'm constantly reevaluating people and gaining new knowledge about them. I was shopping last week, and the store manager was really helpful towards me. And he started talking about his career, or where he wanted to be. And I had to go ahead and just ask him questions about it. Well, what do you think you do best? You know, oh, you like working with people. You're able to manage people effectively. You know, have you thought about customer service, hospitality, you know, those kind of industries where you both work with people and you can have that managerial role. And I just constantly think about that. And I just love thinking about how someone can use their strengths and what they love and they're passionate about and achieve their dreams. I love thinking about that and really putting it, brain fart, putting it in there, just coming up with some sort of plan for them, or just help them, you know, figure out what it is that what they could do that, you know, would really fit their specific solution. Okay, so it says that people are drawn to me because I'm passionate about their particular expertise and because I have so many practical ideas about how their expertise can be combined with others. So I think that's pretty true. I naturally reach out to people when I know that their strength is a certain way. And those people are a lot more willing to help when they are doing something they love. And, you know, they continue helping because they love doing it, and I really need the help because a lot of times it's not something I'm good at. So it's win-win. In this assessment, they talk about what you at your most powerful, just pretty much instances where you feel empowered, you feel strengthened, invigorated doing these type of things. Okay, so next it then talks about the creator. So the creator is someone who, from my understanding, likes to disseminate things and put it all back together, whether it's concepts or graphics, design. So it says that you're drawn toward making things. Each thing you make is a tangible sign that you have made sense of the world, that you have organized the chaos in some useful way. You look at what you've made, you take pleasure in what you now understand, and then you move on to the next creation. So I have to say, I do connect with some of the things that they say about creator. For me, I love diving into theories, picking them apart, and I don't necessarily come with my own theories, but in a way, I mix them together to create something new. It's something that's different. I guess I use my creator and my connector strengths to take these little pieces, put them together, and create something totally new. So the way that they described the creator, I felt like it was a pretty introverted, insightful, but I don't know if that's entirely me. So I can see how it's my second strength, but I wondered if, you know, there was maybe another strength that was even higher. I actually took the strength find, or not the strength finder, sorry, the Standout report again, and I got connector as first, and I then got provider as second. When I went through the test, because it's very situation based, I find myself picking the same answers, but maybe if I am in a different mood, then I might, you know, think like, oh, well, maybe I would do this. You know, maybe I would do this differently, or I'll reconsider things that maybe I was in, you know, there were certain answers where I'm like, well, maybe I would do this in this situation, or I would do this, I'm not sure. So I think that's where the variance in my results came from. But, I mean, it really made sense that both times it was connector. So what do I do with this now? I actually have really dived into Marcus. What is his name? Marcus Buckingham? I don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay, Google. Sorry, Marcus Buckingham. I've got into his Oprah seminar that he did. It was pretty amazing. You need to see it. I'm going through the exercises of writing down the things that I love and I hate at my job. So I would go ahead and recommend that, you know, you take a look at that. But I have to say that his theories and tests are a lot more straightforward. And they have, if you go on just the test, the Standout test, you know, it does divide into 9 parts, but if you go and look at what he did in the Oprah seminar, he doesn't give labels to people's strengths as far as categorizing them. He sees people as each person very different. And he allows each person to be able, you know, to express their strengths in their own individual way, and accept that, you know, those are their strengths and feel empowered by it, and also recognize what is it that makes them feel weak, and recognize that, and, you know, help them pull away from it. I actually really want to talk more about, you know, that whole seminar that he did. It was pretty amazing. So that can be an idea for the next video. Hey, creator, there you go. Alright, so thanks for listening to my video. I hope you found it helpful, and I'd really like to hear some of your comments. Thanks.